Hey,
Hi, Dave.
how are you doing?
Oh, that was a chaotic two minutes before we got on.
Joe
I
hit
was
a
gonna,
little bit of a
I was
panic
just
there.
about to get on stage. The reason why we were a minute late was because the IT department was trying to fix.
Well, technically, Joe, this is the difference between you and I, right? We always enter the show 2 minutes past because we do a countdown, so we weren't late.
No, but it's 3 minutes past, and
Oh, it's
it's
good.
just not good enough, Dave.
That's it. You must do lines tonight.
Yeah,
1,000 lines. I will not be late.
yeah. Guitar sounding okay now?
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, sounds really good.
Cool.
How is
Good.
everybody doing today? Before we start, most important part of the show every single day, weather report. Today
Oh,
in Leeds,
Scorchio.
Scorgio.
Yeah,
Good day today. It's been
blooming
good from
boiling.
the second I woke up. I feel like my body's going into training for when isolation's going to be just called and said no longer will isolation be because I'm waking up so early in the morning now,
Oh,
like
really?
half five in the morning, boom, where I definitely hit hibernation mode, where I was like, I could sleep until 7, 8, and then
Yeah.
sometimes there's like kids running the show because my kids are at that age now where they can.
Well, your kids can turn on the
I can.
telly, and
Well, do you know some big news has happened today?
did
It's
you
going to
make
be
you a cup
great.
of tea?
No, it's getting there though. He's Lachlan's at the stage now where he can make himself a bit of toast. He understands the dangers of a toaster, but he also understands the benefits of being able to do this by himself, right? So all I hear from him is have some toast, right? So he gets up in the morning, he makes his toast. But me and Claire have just come up with the greatest plan ever,
Go on.
right?
My phone's going. I'm just turning it on silent.
I think we're getting a coffee machine.
Oh yes, like a proper barista one.
He can't. Well, no, just like a percolator coffee
I'll
machine
teach him how to
because
make. I'll
exactly.
teach him how to make a flat white and everything.
Ah, yeah, but I think you're looking at a little bit more advanced than what we're talking about.
You
We're
have to
talking about one of those ones that you get in there.
froth in the milk and
I'm talking about one of those ones that are like, you get in American diners where you
yeah.
just got a pot of coffee because he can't. He fills it with cold water. He can make us coffee in the morning.
Oh, he just literally has to press the button, doesn't he?
Our life is complete. There may be some weekends that we never even get up.
How good is that going to be for the kids?
Oh, just for the family in general. So that's the plan. That's what we're working on. We've discussed it.
A few people have not got sound. Charlotte Fox has not got sound.
Okay.
I think everybody else has sound, so I apologise if that's.
As it look,
They're
there's
all trying to
people
fix it.
discussing coffee, so we're all in it. There's a little coffee cup. Cheryl's posted a little picture of a coffee cup, so we know what we're all talking about here, don't we? The dangers of a toaster.
Lessons in life.
Yeah, but you know what it's like when you have a kid. All of a sudden, you see danger where danger didn't
Oh,
exist.
oh yeah, definitely.
It's like,
The
Lachlan,
f-
can I have a bit of toast? Yeah, well, I suppose you can reach it. And then all of a sudden, all of the scenarios, the negative scenarios that could happen with that toaster, a
yeah,
pigeon could fly in
get stuck inside the
inside the
toaster,
toaster, burst into
s-
flames.
and then the house sets on fire.
Oh, telling you.
All whilst you're having a sleeping, a
That's
lie-in.
it, Lachlan. No more toast. You're not having any more toast.
Funny.
We have some requests, but I've got to transpose this information from my phone into the book so I don't miss them. I definitely have saw one that needs a bit of attention. So why don't you go full screen?
Okay.
Okay.
So before we released Colour My Mind EP, we released a standalone track called I Need Your Love, just to kind of see, just to test the water and see what we were just to see if we could still make music. So this is I Need Your Love. Baby, I will be the water when you're thirsty. Like Bob says, I'll be the shelter from the storm. And I won't cut no corners, 'cause I adore you. And you're the only one I want. Oh baby, there's hope in my soul. Oh baby, there's hope. I need your love. I need your love. You will be the only one. Yes, you will be my only one, the only one for me. Baby, I will be the fire when you're cold. We'll build more than a house, we'll build a home. And when you say I do, yeah, I'll give myself to you. 'Cause you are all I need. Oh baby, this hope in my soul. Oh baby, this hope, yeah, in my soul. And I need your love. I need your love. I need your love. You will be the only one. Yes, you will be my only one, the only one for me.
Woo! Nice one, man.
Thanks, man.
I think we're a little tiny bit pixely, but I'm not too worried about it. A little bit pixely.
Towards the end, I just
Sounds good though. I mean, that was where most of our fear was. Like 2 or 3 minutes before the show was just about to go out. And the
sounded
fear
really
was
weird.
that the sound was like we were panicking big time.
Well, I know why we're pixelated, because the kids have just come up on the tablets, and it automatically connects to the house Wi-Fi. So I'm just going to sort that out.
Okay. All right, yeah, because they've just decided at this point that tablets is exactly what they need in their life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Right, sorted. Okay. Here's the thing. Can you hear that, Joe?
Yeah, sounds great.
Oh, good. Right.
Just try
Little
again.
little bit of a panic then. Okay. Okay. See what happens when it goes wrong a little bit at the start. You start to doubt yourself. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. This one is for Emma Smith. She's watched a few of them. She introduced Glenn Whelan to our music. So thank you very much for Emma spreading the word. We really do appreciate it. And this one's for you. It's called Light of the Sky. So I can watch this unfold, turn into something new, something we all can reuse. 'Cause this is too good to leave behind. Now light up the sky, let me see the world through your eyes. 'Cause the think you've got it right. Well, I hope you got it right. And the only hope of understanding any of this is to take some risks. Now I'm taking risks. And I feel that I'm surrounded by something I've missed. So won't you slow things down? So carry me home, cool me off, and tear those bridges down. Carry me home and cool me off, tearing those bridges down. So I can watch this unfold, turn into something new, something we all can reuse. 'Cause this is too good to leave behind. Now light up the sky and let me see the world through your eyes. 'Cause I think you got it right. Well, I hope you got it right. And the only hope of understanding any of this is to take some risks. Now I'm taking risks. And I feel that I'm surrounded by something I've missed. So won't you slow things down? Carry me home and cool me off, and tearing those bridges down. So carry me home and cool me off, and tearing those bridges down.
That was wonderful.
Nice, thank you.
I feel like we've now just eased into the show.
Yeah, you feel settled now.
I feel
I felt great before. There was nothing really wrong with my side, so I'm all right, Jack.
But yeah, that's your problem, isn't it? You know, I'm all right. We're a team, Dave. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no, I know what you mean. Totally, totally. I'm just going to shut this door because there's a percussion thing going on behind as well. Claire's making tea. So what have you learnt today? What's new in the world of Joe Dunwell?
Dad says, Joe, I'm good. And Dave, you can turn down a touch, but sounding good.
Okay. Right. Okay. Roger that, Dad. Roger that. Got it.
What's new in the world of me today? Today, this morning, I recorded a Vera Lynn song.
White Cliffs of Dover.
White Cliffs of Dover. It was first sung in 1941 because it's VE Day.
Celebrating on BBC, aren't they?
On BBC Leeds, so it's going to get played tomorrow on BBC Leeds. So I recorded it, a vocal and a guitar, a couple of vocals and guitar, and then sent them over to Dave, and he added his guitar parts, and yeah.
Sounds good though. I really love it. Well, we mentioned it yesterday about songwriting,
I'm gonna play it on tomorrow's show.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, definitely. It's weird how you when you break it down, and then you break a song that was written. When did you say it was sung in 1941?
1941, yeah.
Right. So 1941, and then you take this song and then you go and turn it into a Joe Dunwell song, and it still works. Like it still feels like. Not only could have written it, but it could have been written in this era.
Do you know what Brilliant. It is? Well, it hit home because obviously we've written Army of Friends in this era,
Yeah.
and you know, like right now there's this weird pandemic thing going on, so we've written a song that's relevant to right now, and if the lyrics in that song are just totally relevant to that time in that life, you know. So I find that fascinating that you know that in itself is great for songwriting. You know, the fact that you can throughout life you can just write, you know, what your story is at this time.
Yeah.
But the chord structure is pretty much, it's just like any pop song out there right now.
Yeah. Weird that, isn't it?
Yeah.
God, just doing the same. When you got it right, don't fix what ain't broke. Okay, so I think we might be throwing the sound out a little bit because I think I was so loud and you might have been the right volume, but obviously then you turn it down because of my fog on. I think are we balanced now? Is Joe the same volume as me now?
Am I to turn up? I don't know. I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I'm going to try this song just because I've been saying it all week that I'm going to do it, but I've not had a chance to actually have a look at it. So I had a look at it about 2 minutes ago. We've been here 1,000 times, but today it's not the same. Everything has changed. Lonely hides inside us all. It's hard to let it go, and it's hard to let it show. 'Cause I believe in us. You believe in us. This is paradise. Every crack makes me love you more. You don't live twice. What would we want that for? My imperfect life is a perfect life. We've been here 1,000 times, but today it's not the same. Everything has changed. Lonely hides inside us all, and it's hard to let it go, and it's hard to let it show. I believe in us. You believe in us. This is paradise. Every crack makes me love you more. You don't live twice. What would we want that for? My imperfect life is a perfect life. This might not be how we planned it, darling, I still understand it. Every moment life is handed changes us. This is paradise. Every crack makes me love you more. You don't live twice. But what would we want that for? My imperfect life is a perfect life.
How good was that?
Ugh,
I hadn't heard that in ages.
I forgot how good that song is.
Yeah. Mate, that was well good. We
The
need
lyrics.
to
The
start
li-
playing that a
Love
little
the
bit more.
lyrics.
Yeah, man. Well chuffed. That's well good. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you. It sounds okay.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Not
Yeah,
not peeking. Not peeking.
No peeking. No peeking duck. I'm good.
Okay, cool.
Ain't it weird
been
how
asked
that
to-
song play? We never play that song. And it's weird how we never play it live. And I think you
but-
explained it before. It's just because of the nature of when we made it. It was
The guitar. The guitar. So we wrote it, and then the guitar vocal. We wrote it with Callum McCall,
yeah,
Kirsty McCall's brother.
yeah, that's right. Legend, great guy. At his
Such-
house, at his studio. Yeah.
Such a nice guy. And yeah, and the guitar vocal of that day was what we put on the E EP.
Yeah, I wonder if that's why, like, because it was just one performance recorded.
Yeah, so there's
So
no. It was literally it was as is, like as I've just performed it there. That's how. I mean, I had a microphone in front of the guitar, but it was one mic, a couple of mics, and that's captured that.
Yeah. Yeah, weird. But I must admit, I think there's a lot of songs that we didn't play that are now going to be part of our set. Now we've been doing this live stream because of
Sleepless Nights,
Yeah.
definitely. I can't wait to play that and get play the harmonies.
yeah, and this time as well. It'd be nice to do that. And then I'd like probably you to play Boromir live.
Yeah, and
Mix
then
it up.
and I've been really enjoying playing the best is yet to come, but like a really broken down version of that.
Yeah.
Basically, Dave, we're just gonna have to play.
It's going to be like Bruce Springsteen's going to be like a short set. His 3.5 hour set is going to be a short set compared to the next Dunwells gig.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to sing a song. So, in spirit of the Something in the Water album
Yeah.
songs, I'm going to play this song from Something in the Water.
Cool.
Don't let the reason that you're falling off be that the world is cruel. So know right now you think you've had enough, but you know that it's just not true. 'Cause even the highest mountains come from the ocean, and I know you got brittle bones, but they ain't broken. So if you care like I care, it's when we care, we open up our eyes, start to feel alive.
Na 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 na.
Don't let the reason that you're falling off be that the world is cruel. So know right now you think you've had enough, and I know that it's just not true. 'Cause even the highest ice mountains come from the ocean. And I know you got brittle bones, but they ain't broken. So
Yeah.
care like I care. It's when we care, we open up eyes, start to feel alive. Na 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 na. Woo! Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Ah, I feel like the cobwebs just dusted off then. That was good.
That's great.
Oh.
I love that. I know we say it about every song, but I love that song. And one of my favourite songs to perform live, and it's so simple. Like when Dave does the chord book for that song, you're gonna be like, "What?" It's like,
Also, I've done it. I've done the update. I've been teasing the fact that I've done coffee. By the way, it is all completed. The PDF is done, and I've done the video for it. I've sent it to the highest authority of checking. So as soon as Dad looks at it and goes, "Son, this is," I'm paraphrasing a little bit. But this is roughly what he's going to say. My favorite son.
I knew you were gonna do that.
No, what are you gonna say?
Because I'm a Matt's I'm a Matt's feed tonight, and he's put on his Instagram stories any question you'd like to ask me, and I was like, "Oh, who's your favorite brother?" We've got this like lovely competition between us all.
Yeah, and we all know, don't we?
Dave, King Dave.
King Dave.
makes
Dad are gonna be well angry now. So he's gonna, as soon as he gives the authority and he says, "I can play this. This is genius." He might not add the genius bit, but he'll say, "I can play this." As soon as he does it, then we're on it. The world. It's open to the world, and I'll post it up. It's going to be the same kind of format as last time, unfortunately, where a few people struggled to open up the video on
The mobile phones, is it?
On the phones, but they could open it up on the laptops and things like that, which I don't know, something to do with transfer. I have no idea. But anyway, either way, it's a brand new track for you to learn. And then, as you say, I've actually done the nuts and bolts of all of them, and I Care fits on one page. And I was like, is that even a song? It's like qualified as a song. It's only 4 chords and it fits on a page, but it's so fun to play.
And one of the lyrics said, "Na na na,
Yeah.
na 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 na, na na na."
Yeah. Which anything be taken seriously as a musician, to be honest with you. That's what it is.
Megan says that we need to do a version of a piano-based version of She Whispers, but we have one.
There is one.
We just need to mix it.
There is a version, actually. In fact,
the one that we played.
I think Darren's watching it, and I saw him post a version of it up because he actually recorded it. So maybe he'll share the link for that in this comment stream if he can, and then you can hear a version of it that we did at Yeadon Theatre.
Geisley
Theatre. We haven't done Yeadon Theatre yet. Although we are playing Yeadon Theatre in November.
Oh yeah. After this whole lockdown is finished.
We're already planning the party, guys.
This is called Safe in My Arms. Close your eyes, settle down. Nothing here is gonna hurt you now. Rest your head upon my shoulders, 'cause in that moment all my walls came down. And without knowing, you stole my heart without warning. You save me now, I'm falling for you. lay you down, safe in my arms. You save me now, as I adore you. I lay you down, safe in my arms. I can hear you breathing, I can see you sigh. You and I surrender to the calm of the night. I never knew I needed this. I'll never forget the feeling that you gave me. I'm forever in your debt. Without knowing, you stole my heart without warning. You saved me now, I'm falling for you. I lay you down, safe in my arms. You save me now, 'cause I adore you. I lay you down, safe in my arms. You'll always be 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 safe in my arms. Ooh, never thought that I could feel this way. Ooh, never thought that I could make that change. Ooh, you're the one that makes the world feel safe. You save me now, 'cause I'm falling for you. And I lay you down, safe in my arms. You save me now, and I adore you. I lay you down, safe in my arms. Ooh.
Always good to hear it.
Thank you.
Nice. Oh, nearly came off the screen then. Nearly just shut the whole thing down. A little wrong move with the mouse. Nearly a goner. You're going to have to go solo.
That would be fun.
So I had an hour and a half conversation with Greg Silverwood today.
Oh, cool. About?
Just life in general. You know what I mean? Putting the world to rights. Greg is a really good friend of all of us, and he was saying, and he is the owner of the Rookery. It was just nice listening to him talking about how he's got such a positive outlook on life, and he's, you know, it's good listening to talk about. It must be pretty scary for him. Do you know what I mean? Anyone who's in the bar trade, especially the small bars that are, you know, they haven't got a multi-million-pound pot of money in the bank that's, you know, sat there to keep them floating through days like this. And it is just, it is a business, you know, and it is part of the community. So I think it just reminded me just to say one more thing. Like I mentioned it before, but I haven't said it again since. And it does work, I think, globally as well. I just think it's worth just sending a little message, whether it's, you know, attaching the insert the business that you're talking about here, whether it's a florist, whether it's a bar or a pub or a restaurant or a little coffee shop or something that a business that you really care about, something that's part of your life that you cannot wait for normality to come back and you to go and see this place and see these people. I just think there's a lot in it if you just send a little message, just looking forward to seeing you. Because I think it could be sometimes the decision of whether they're going to be able to, you know,
wait this out, and is it worth waiting for? Because when they open the doors, is anyone going to come?
And it just a little nod sometimes is just like, oh, actually, this is why I'm doing it, because you can get a little bit lost.
Yeah.
And I mean, not that any of that negative conversation came from Greg, because Greg's like the most positive person ever. He will survive. He will do whatever is needed, and he has. And, he's good at what he does when his staff, are there whatever project he does, his staff are there because they know that that's the best place to be. So that's, to me, a good business owner. So yeah, just give him a nod, let him know, drop him a handle, let that company know that you're thinking about them and you're looking forward to seeing them.
Because I feel like that's one of the reasons why we do this daily live stream, just to kind of keep our it's the same idea that when lockdown is over, there is a community there, that people are still wanting to hear us and listen to us, and obviously like bars and pubs like that can't do this daily live stream, but just like this gives us the fact that you guys are here all the time listening to us, makes it worthwhile, makes it want us to go on tour, makes us want to keep creating. So yeah.
And then when I do my solo tour at the end of it, at least you guys know about it because I've spoke about it every single gig, calling it a gig now, every single live stream. That's so we know what's going to happen. But no, it is right. It is being able to be in touch, and basically what I was saying is do what you do for us, and let us know that you're always there for some companies out there that you care about.
Mm-hmm.
Not best. What are you going to sing for us now, Joe?
I just sang that. Safe in my arms.
Okay. Right. Okay. Two can play that game. I've got songs too.
With me as the warm-up act, because we only have one car between us.
What was that? Sorry.
I'm the warm-up act because we only have one car between us to know. So we're going to have to book the same venue.
Yeah.
It's like how we can book two separate venues, unless one of us drops one person off at one place.
Yeah.
And then picks that other person up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine you've booked a gig in Scotland and I've booked a gig in London. Headline shows for Joe Dunwell and Dave Dunwell.
Yeah. Good nightmare. Okay. Now I wanna be your one good reason to stay close to your heart. Now I wanna chase you through the seasons, grow old with you and save you from the dark, 'cause you saved my heart. Now I know I'm nothing like the others, 'cause I'm scared of everything I do. And I said I'd never change for no one, 'cause I would change anything for you. 'Cause this time I know what I'm doing. I think that I'm not sure. I've come to the conclusion that we can have it all, but I won't be saving no more. So where is it that you've been? 'Cause me without you is the saddest thing I've ever seen. Close your eyes and wake me in the morning, like we have sung so many times before. But this time I know what I'm doing. I think, but I'm not sure. I come to the conclusion that we can have it all, and I don't need saving no more. This time I know what I'm doing. I think, but I'm not sure. Come to the conclusion that we can have it all, 'cause we don't need saving no more.
Dave, your guitar sounds brilliant.
Oh, well, do you know what I mean? Would you? Thanks very much.
April Steele says, Joe trying to sing along out of sync is the saddest thing she's ever seen.
Oh.
Oh, she's done good there. She's picked a lyric from the song.
No,
And
it's
it
nothing
is.
to do with the song. It was just. That is really funny. It's because you can't wait. You can't wait.
I'm like, she's like, this time I know what I like, and I kind of can feel the big bits and the pauses and the.
Wait until, like, let's see what they say this weekend, right? Because if they say that it is, I mean,
If they say that we're allowed to play to meet up, play together.
if they say we can play together,
Dave coming out, can you come and play?
no, he's not had his tea.
No, I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, if they say I'm definitely forming a band with Matt.
Matt won't want you in his band.
Why?
I don't know. That is really funny. That, yeah, but wouldn't it be great if we got a studio and actually just play some songs?
I can't wait to get my bike
like,
fixed. I'm so excited about getting my bike fixed.
For anyone who has missed the the drama, which is Joe fixing his bike, Joe's tried to fix his bike quite a few times now, and all I've done, is I snapped his chain. It was
honestly, I gave him a bike for a second.
Oh, damn it! I know it wasn't. And then
the funny thing was, the reason why I gave him my bike is because he broke his own. He broke his own bike the week before.
Look, it was after Christmas. There was, I enjoyed myself at Christmas. Okay, so he's broke his chain. So then he goes to get a brand new chain. And he goes, "Do you know what? I'm not going to have the bike shop fixing this. I'm going to fix this myself." So he gets the chain, and as I'm doing some mixing for some artist that's in the studio, Joe brings his bike up and he puts his bike upside down and he takes the rusty old chain and he throws it in the bin and he unwraps this brand new chain and he tries to put it on the bike and he goes, "Oh, it's too big." Right, I'll go back to the shop. So he went back to the shop again. And when he came back, he'd got the tools to shorten the links and add a new link. And he was so proud of him. You were proud of yourself, weren't you? And then you did it. And then you just put your tools down and went, "I've cut it too short. I'll go back to the shop and get an extra link." So then he went back to the shop again, came back, added the link. The problem is sorted.
It wasn't just the link. It was I add the link and then put the big bit of chain back on.
So he could have.
It's more confusing than you think, guys.
So what he's saying is he's not looking forward to lockdown finishing so that he can go back and ride his bike. He's just looking forward to going back to fix it again.
Yeah,
it's a pastime that he enjoys.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So, I've seen a lot of people ask about the PayPal. I've not put it up on the screen, but if you go to our Spotify, there is a direct link to our PayPal, and I'll drop it in the comments as well. So we can't thank you enough for all of the donations that we've had. It really, every time we get one, it means so much to us. It's like, and then we get such a nice comment like saying thank you for doing this every day. Like, we genuinely are having the most fun doing this, seeing this community grow, and you guys you're all safe and you're all well, and it just means a lot to us. So thank you. Yeah. So when the next time Dave's playing, I'll drop the PayPal link in there.
Great.
And for Fraser, I will sing that for you, Remedy.
Awesome.
It's been a while since I lost myself. I lost myself in this. But you and I, we go back and forth, and it's hard to know what this is. I'm waiting for a fix. I said I'm waiting for a fix. Oh, you were all I need, and I'm glad I've given it all. My cut it out, 'cause it makes no sense to fight within the mist. But you and I, we go back and forth. It's hard to know what this is. I'm waiting for a fix. I'm waiting for a fix. Oh, you're all I need, and I'm glad I've given it all. My remedy. Oh, this is all I need, and I'm glad I found the cure. My remedy. When I was stone's throw away from it all, we used to leave me out in the cold. Are we setting ourselves for a fall? We're broken into pieces. When I'm a stone's throw away from it all, we used to leave me out in the cold. Are we setting ourselves for a fall? We're broken into pieces, but we are gonna fix this. Oh, this is all I need. I'm glad I've given it all. My remedy. Oh, you're all I need, and I'm glad I found the cure. My remedy. I'm waiting for a fix. I said I'm waiting for a fix.
Belter. We don't
Again.
play that very often as well, do we?
Again, we just don't, and we've explained why. It's like there's a few songs on that album. Are you sitting comfortably, which we released as a single. Coffee,
Yeah.
and that they're all kind of in the same key, and that was done because you want the album to run in a specific. We wanted the album to run in a specific way, but we often find that when you're playing a live show and you're only playing for 45 minutes, if you've got 2 or 3 songs that are in the same key, it kind of just it goes like that. I keep pointing at that, but it goes like that. Whereas we kind of
after 10 years of playing, I'm still yet to understand what that means in a musical.
just
but
a bit, you know. Whereas we're wanting like the show to kind of get to a peak, you know. So that's why we've wrote songs like All Time High and We Made Fire in the Pouring Rain and stuff that really gets you guys going. Fire Down will always be in the set just because it's such a and I Care as well.
I can't wait. Are you missing playing? That's what it sounds like.
I am dead missing it. Because it's great. Like it's great. I've learned so much in this period of time, and I've learned how to record. I've learned, like I said, my guitar playing has come on so much because I've not played guitar as much as I've played in this period of time. I'm literally
Which is
playing
the weirdest
it.
thing
I'm
ever.
literally playing it every single day. I'm picking up the guitar and I'm. It's really good for the creative process because for the first 5 minutes of me picking up a guitar, I've got my phone next to me and a pen and paper, and whatever happens in that 5 minutes, it is the start of a song.
Yeah.
And then I'll put it down, and then I'll come back to that in a couple of days. So I've got more voice notes than I know what to do with, but it feels great to have at least a little bit of ammunition as to when we're going to do the next album.
Or anything. It doesn't even have to be the thought of an album, but just to be creative and keep making music. And it's just a different way of doing it. And then what it'll do is, in turn, the way that we were making music before, writing music, that kind of structure that we absolutely fought to get that discipline to complete work, and it was difficult. Anyone who is creative anyway, it is really difficult to find that little piece of secret which allows you to take whatever art you are doing and complete the work without any questions and go, right, that is done now. See you later. And now move on to the next. Hopefully, when we go back to the studio, we'll have a fire for doing it like that again. So we've just got best both. But I'm the same as you. I feel like I am 15 years old again on the guitar. That idea of I'm going to write a song that I can just play on the guitar, and I'm not thinking about where in the set's that going to go. Is that the right subject that I want to talk about? Is this how I want to? I'm just playing music for the sake of playing music.
It's great.
It's like magic again. I love it. Another little bit of gratitude for what's happening.
Okay, I think we've got time for a couple more songs. If you play one, and then I'll get the PayPal link.
And then I've got a feeling that one of the management are on our Facebook because the Dunwells have just said, "Love you boys."
From the Dunwells.
From the Dunwells. So unless Joss wrote that,
And I definitely didn't write that. Unless you wrote that about me and Matt and our career.
That could be Matt. Yeah, I did. Maybe. Okay. Either way. Right, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do the homework that you guys have got, right? This is going to be coffee. So as soon as I get the approval, which should be this evening, I will post this out. What I'll do is rather than have anybody waiting for it, I'll just put it in the description on the Instagram. So if you go over to our Instagram page, it should be up. If it's not up this evening, it means I've made a mess of it and I've got some work to do tonight. And Dad's going to... and then I'll get it put up. I'll post it up by first thing in the morning, if not by tonight. Okay. Either way, it's tomorrow's homework. All right, and this is called this is coffee. I'm even going to play it, Joe, the way that you play.
Is that what you've done on the description as well?
I have, yeah.
You should try and pick your guitar up and let people see what you're doing. This could be.
This could be the tutorial video.
This could be part of the tutorial video. Actually,
I've made a tutorial video.
Have you?
I did. Yeah, it looks like something out of like 70s educational video. It's like, hello, welcome to how to play
guitar day 1 with David Dunwell.
And then some really rubbish like JPEG images come up on the screen of the chord boxes. It's brilliant. I've left it. It's good. Right. Anyway, it's enough babbling. Right,
I'll leave you be.
Okay. Right, I'm just going to get the sheet up, guys. I'm going to get the chords. Just want to make sure it's right. Start to pan now. Here we go. Right, here we go. Let's lose this place and make our way through the woodlands. We'll carve our name into every tree we pass. It's only then we can lose ourselves completely. This working day has stolen too much of us. So she pours her last coffee, black and white, and said if we really want it, then we'll do it right. She's not looking for a fast romance. She's just looking for safe, warm hands. Arm in arm, we wave to all the strangers as they graze on food we served not long before. We run and laugh and hitch rides from the strangers. In a cautious world, we still made it pretty far. So she pours her last coffee, black and white, and said if we really want it, then we do it right. 'Cause I'm not looking for a fast romance. I'm just offering safe, warm hands. She said, tell me your secret. How did you know we're gonna be fine? There's such a load on your shoulders. You always seem to be right. She said, I'll tell you my secret.
You'll find it right behind my eyes. Just think the world perfect. Watch your thoughts come to life. She said, I'll tell you my secret. How did you know we're gonna be fine? There's such a load on your shoulders. You always seem to be right. He said, I'll tell you my secret. You'll find it right behind my eyes. Just think the world perfect. Watch your thoughts come to life.
That was brilliant.
I started panicking because I know the song. I wrote the song, but now all of a sudden I've put it in writing in front of me.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't see the next line, but I know the next line.
Yeah.
It's weird. Sometimes it's better not having the directions there.
It sounded great.
Thanks, man.
So
thank you very much.
Took me ages to find that. There's the link, everybody. Thank you very much for anybody who's made a donation.
Any PayPal. Yeah, honestly, truly grateful. Somebody asked in the comments, asked us how we're doing, which I know that you guys ask quite a lot and you all send personal messages, but I suppose it's quite a nice, I'm glad that you ask. I'm
doing good. I am. So 6 weeks of lockdown, there's been, I've had some amazing great days, and then like everybody else, I've had some really tough days. But I just think that I think that's just life in general, you know. But doing this, being creative, having my family around me, going for long walks, exercising a lot, looking after my body, I'm doing good. Like I'm doing like I would say 80% of the time, 85% of the time, I'm doing amazing, and I'm really, really happy. And then, like I said, there's some days where you just wake up and you're like, right, another day. Do you know what I mean? What about yourself?
Yeah, I would say probably similar, really. I think, yeah, I can't complain. Things I'm really grateful for. I'm really grateful that all of us in the family have stepped up, as in like we're not fighting or anything. I think even the kids consciously are aware that we're on top of each other here. So nobody seems to be pushing pushing anybody's buttons, which I'm sure that when normality kicks back in, I'm sure like their brotherly relationship's going to go into full on shouting at each other mode and whatever's normal. But at the moment, everyone seems, and I think that's been one of the saviors. And also I've like taken over the kitchen table, so this kitchen table.
Let's say like I've taken over the upstairs bedroom, so it's.
And we do this show every single day, and I genuinely walk away from the show and feel like I've achieved something every day. So
Massively.
like that feeling of achievement I get every single day is enough to fuel me for the next 23 hours of life till I get to the next
It's
one.
like if you really think of what we've done in this period of time, like there's been a community built. We've learnt a lot of songs. We've played a lot of covers. We've written a song, released a song.
Yeah.
We've released a video. We've done all of this, and me and you haven't been in the same room for 6 weeks. That's
it's like when we've been dropping like bits of equipment off, and I've seen you, and I've been in my car, and I've seen, and this is on maybe in the entire 6 weeks. This has happened twice where. Joe's in some quarantined, much further than 2 meters away from it. He's in his house looking through the window saying, I've left the mic on the wall outside. But it's like this weird thing. It's like, it's a realization that I've seen you every day. I've seen you every day,
Yeah.
but I haven't. We've actually spent no time together, and that is not a unique thing to you and I. That is all of us on this feed right now. All of
Yeah.
us in the world can say that they have experienced this or are experiencing this.
I was talking to Haley last night, and I was saying, I can't remember the last time I shook somebody's hand. And do you think that shaking hands will be taken out of, like, do you think that'll just be that people don't do it anymore?
Yeah, like subconsciously,
You know what I mean?
you'll be
Because
like,
we did the elbow pump, but now it's like, oh, what a weirdo! He's wanting to shake my hand, but
yeah, yeah. I wonder if that is going to become a thing. I mean, I hope not. I hope that we forgive this time period and forget it and take it for what it was, and and when we move on.
yeah,
Yeah, that is weird, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, we're talking like that we're finishing this live feed at like this weekend, but
Oh no, I just we don't
I
know.
don't feel like I think we're just going to keep going until.
So I listened to this last little bit of words of wisdom, okay, because it's very wisdomous. I was listening to this podcast. It was a TED talk, and he was talking. The guy who was talking, I forget his name, but he was talking about how these Olympic runners, and anyone in life really, but the really successful people in life, all they look at is this Olympic runner who's run like two marathons a day for 6 days in a trot, doing this across the desert or something. And he
Yeah.
said, "How did you do it?" And he went, "All I ever did was think about 15 minutes. Anyone can run 15 minutes. And I run 15 minutes, stop, have a drink, and then go and do another 15 minutes. So I'm working to my next drink, and I'll have a drink again." And what's weird is that if we're not talking like this thing's over. It's not. We've all got our whole lives to deal with it. And this is, we have no idea. And that's what's really weird, is that there is no higher authority that can tell us any information right now. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like,
No.
you could normally turn to your boss or your parents or something, or someone who goes, "Have you heard anything on the grapevine?" And nobody has heard anything. We're all sat in the same place. But the fact that we're in England, anyway, at least in the UK, we get some news, find out maybe a little bit more information. So that's a 15-minute drink. We've still got a marathon to do, but it's nice to work to the 15-minute drinks, isn't it?
Yeah. 100%.
Wow, we have gone over. God, you babbled on there, Joe.
I know. Well, we both did, but it was actually really nice to just air some out. And thank you for asking how we are. Yeah, it was good to just say.
Are you going to play us a song and we'll leave that way?
I don't have time.
Do you know what?
I'm moving over to Matt's show now.
You do. Oh,
So
well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to come over and heckle you over there.
Well, why don't you play one song by yourself?
Well, I think what the best thing to do is, I think that we should all just go over and watch you on Assembly Point.
Okay.
How about that? So everyone, Joe's going to be on Assembly Point on YouTube.
I'm 5 minutes late as it is, but
telling you,
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm going to go and listen to see if they talk about me. Right. Everybody, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow at 6.
Bye, guys.
See you later.